Let's correct the score for BarisBrance, being only one game away from claiming the title and also the sole prize for the one-day tournament hosted by Kilt and Shelty. And two more BR and Musada. Well, they choose Oranos because they are Oranos pretty much mains, and they think that he's gonna be bringing them the best chances of victory in the match. And there we go. That's gonna be game number 4 starting with yet again Oranoses on both sides again. Not much of a surprise considering how it went. This time it's gonna be without water and it's gonna be fully land battle. They apparently have only 1 gold. You can see that Baris is gonna be... No, this is probably something that... No, if he wasn't Atlantean, it would be wettable for him. Rather wettable. Oh well, doesn't matter. All that much, probably wettable. It's gonna be correct English. As this is quite a forward gold, but yet again Atlantean just needs to be put in a house next to it and, well, let's go skipping. As on the other side, it's pretty much the same though for GoldmudRailway. So it's absolutely the same for both players, not really any kind of problem for those at all. And therefore, it's gonna be fair and square, as the TCs though are a bit funny. They're gonna be different. You can see GoldmudRailway is having both of them at top side. This is potentially something that could be worth a rare. Unfortunately for him, he cannot do it anymore. He's already past the time. Past the 1 minute, so therefore he's gonna be having to play it. And yet again, Tower of Cestus, Relic. One to be definitely taken, if only not to be fallen into enemy hands. Building LOS is another quite an important one, especially for the manors. For example, next to hunting spots and gold mines, to warn you a bit ahead if there's gonna be some raiding going on and coming your way. As well, there's gonna be BarisBrance's TC on the right flank, which so far doesn't cover anything. But chances are there's gonna be a gold somewhere nearby. It definitely seems like there could be something along those lines on the way. And in line, there were a few piggies, it seems like, or rather goatees, right, on this map. Yep, goatees with a bit of hunt on top of it. Some more caribous, and we have seen this relic obviously, and there's the gold, but with a bit more to the top. But so far, yeah, the gold is gonna be definitely incredibly tricky for GoldmudRailway. So we are right now expecting quite a solid fight for this one, and let's see if Baris is gonna be somehow noticing the problem for the opposing player. Unless there's gonna be surprise gold in the very corner, which will be definitely a solid bonus. And there's also tons of hunt on the left side. Like really, even for the Atlantean, like quite legitimately, even the polar bears can be fairly useful. I mean, like they are about like 100 foot or something along those lines, but still better than nothing. And it is still hunt. But otherwise, it's gonna be starting on the right flank, potentially looking also at this gold. But without the TCs, it's gonna be always quite risky. And therefore, it's gonna be also by proxy, maybe making risky even this one medium gold mine in the middle. I'm expecting it might be. So all the way on the left, BarisBrance is already protecting the hunt because he apparently wants to stay this part of the map a bit longer. So far, we at least haven't discovered any gold mine that to be extremely safe for the red player. But we haven't exactly found all that many gold mines to begin with, so there still have to be some. I would be expecting one about maybe here, just to complement this one. Then there's probably gonna be another bar like there, somewhere, to complement this. Maybe like here, even possibly. So that we are having 2 and 2 on each side. That kind of seems possible. And something that could be coming into play, as there's gonna be apparently already raiding prepared by GoldmudRailway. And he is gonna be coming for Prometheus now, fairly standard timing, gonna be the same for the opponent. Oh no, it won't. You can see that actually BarisBrance is advancing quite a bit earlier. He's gonna be trying to jump on his opponent very quickly, as he is gonna be right now finishing with the hunt, but unluckily for that, he already is exactly trying to escape. Yeah, I'm thinking that right now GoldmudRailway is gonna be already realizing that he's gonna be advancing quicker. You can see 359 advance, that's pretty solid. As oracles are already in with the valor. And of course the gold is not gonna be all that easy to get to, because this is also blocked. So this is nice building. He's probably gonna have to repair this manor sometime soon, but at the same time, he's not gonna be able to be too extremely dangerous. So this is not entirely all that problematic as far as the early advance. So maybe right now the longer advance and later advance for GoldmudRailway is actually gonna be slightly paying off, as one of the villages is switching into wood. So that basically also means that he knows BarisBrance what's going to happen here fairly quickly. So right now he's trying to block the villager. And hey. That's an interesting shockwave. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be able to kill the villager, as he was way too close in there. And oh, look at this. This is definitely though quite a bit of a problem. In case Goldmud is gonna be noticing though. So far he hasn't. Those guys just started trying to destroy the manor, which seems to be working alright. But as soon as some first Murmilo or Turma actually come forward, it's not gonna be all simple and easy. But with the defense from the towers, he actually retargeted the tower onto the oracles. Definitely nicely done. Because obviously Oracle is having only 10% melee armor, or the pierce armor. Promethean is at 25. As you know, the Promethean has died all the way to the top. Second one coming back, the one from blue. As he's gonna be just quickly snatching the relic. Yeah, I'm thinking that's a good idea. As yet again, vision relics are always quite important. On the right flank, there is already manor for protection on the hand. So this is not any kind of problem. This could be even potentially really fought. Doesn't need to be doing that all that much. So he's gonna be sending the army that kind of position. Whereas, well, so far for the opponent, we are seeing also the standard. Not really anything too surprising. And his upgrades, so far nothing. For the opponent, we are looking... Okay, he actually went even without hunting dogs. Well, obviously, because he needed to advance a bit faster. So that's why, since he wasn't able to do anything significant in the early stage of the game, in the early half minute, then I'm thinking that actually this standard advance, let's say, because BarisBrance advanced just earlier, could be working a long way and going a long way towards the success of the blue player, quite frankly. Even though his map is challenging to the max because of the gold mines, and that is the second gold mine as we expected, so there's gonna be another somewhere here. It seems to me it's still definitely not going to be simple for him, but he could be able to potentially outboom the opponent. It's gonna be fairly interesting to see how he develops further. And I'm thinking that he should be I think that Goldmud should be sending at least like one Turma or Oracle or something to properly scout the whole corner of the map, just to make sure if there is a gold or not. I mean, like, we know that it's probably not there because of how it has spawned and the distribution that we see. But he as a player should be trying that just to make really sure that he's gonna be making the correct decisions. And if he really needs to be playing a bit more aggressively for the resources and stuff. Okay, so there's gonna be a bit of scouting finally through bottom, potentially discovering that extra gold or something. And thank you very much, Madarauchia, for the host. Madarauchiha, probably. It's probably gonna be better pronunciation in there, possibly. So far we only see a bit of a mountain. Still the 100. There's gonna be a bit of raiding continuing on the villager. With not such a strong army, but it's still stopping off the economy. So therefore, there is a possibility for him to right now disrupt the enemy economy. So well played. Obviously you can see that right now Goldmud has learned that Kerobalists are a pretty damn good unit and quite a useful one. Oh, he's trying to corner him. He's gonna be getting a few... Oh, there's... Yeah, there's a corner. There's a corner. Yet again, importance of scouting. Because Goldmud didn't know that there is a corner here. That there is somewhere that he can be cornered. He didn't pursue. But if he did, then BarisBrance would have been just completely cornered and we have been receiving so much extra damage. Oh well. Yet again, importance of scouting. Above everything in the game. Just simply what you don't know, you cannot use. And you cannot counter. So, you know the reason why you should be really careful to basically send even, for example, the Oracle. Because quite frankly, in this battle, the Oracles are useless. They're not really any kind of good unit. 7 attack is kind of nice, but they really die way too quickly because of the very low armor. But when you compare them, for example, with the Murmilo, I mean, like, the difference in 20% in the melee armor is really high. Even though they still do have quite high hit points. It's even higher than the Murmilo. At 120 as opposed to 110. And the attack is almost the same. Still would be kind of worthwhile to send him there. And potentially send him back in as well. But nonetheless, let's kind of go back to the battlefield. As apparently Red is quite concentrating on the right side. Probably thinking that this is some kind of part that he should be owning. There's gonna be a bit of raiding on the gold yet again. But on the other side of the map. And where is he gonna be going for the gold then? Is he eyeing this one? Because it doesn't make too much of a sense to me. Because he doesn't have TC here. It makes much more sense to potentially sneak on this one. Or maybe just basically go straight there. And look at that. Okay, this could be changing everything. Because if this is spawning similarly on the other side, it could be meaning there is a gold next to this TC somewhere here. another reason why really Goldmud should be scouting. But so far he isn't. So let's see how it's gonna be playing out. As the army though is getting quite a bit stronger. You can see the difference in the score. 400 points for Goldmud. It is an insane difference at 10 minutes. And it's gonna be all because of the economical upgrades, I'm assuming. I know this is gonna be interesting battle. Probably should be waiting a bit more. Yeah, I'm looking at this engagement. And I'm thinking that actually Goldmud should be playing a bit more efficiently as far as... Oh, this is well played. So this is what he was doing, Baris. Yeah, that's definitely what he was doing here. He's gonna be very good outmaneuvering of Goldmud. And what I was trying to say a bit earlier, that you have seen that those Murmilos from blue were always fighting first, with Kerobalistae trying to catch up after them. What he could have done is basically keep them in one high row and one group, or simply keep the Murmilos a bit further behind, or not basically let them charge all that quickly, and basically keep them in sync with the Kerobalistae so that they start fighting at the same time. That would be really a whole lot more easier. A whole lot more easier and more effective for the fight. But this was excellent actually maneuvering by BarisBrance. It was very well done. Quite good thinking. And definitely took Goldmud quite a bit off guard. But right now blue is gonna be actually getting the back TC. It seems like he's gonna be getting a bit of food there. But he definitely is gonna be fighting for his life here. And it doesn't look all that promising because the army is definitely stronger. For right about now, the red player is definitely something that he has to be right now worried about, and he just needs to be finishing the TC. Probably should be even trying to prop it up by the next villager, because this is getting a bit sketchy. And yet again, we still don't see the secondary gold mine, and you can see there is no gold mine available right now for Goldmud. And I just kind of worried there's gonna be one hidden here that he hasn't discovered. It would be really sad if that were the case. But yeah, gonna be trying to sneak onto right flank, and let's see if BarisBrance is gonna be paying enough attention to potentially block that. Because so far it doesn't seem so. So maybe Goldmud is gonna be getting away with it. Nothing being researched. Resources quite strained obviously for blue for it as well. But settlement exactly at the end finished. Villager that was almost dead right now saved. Nicely done. Can see he's getting some more visions. So far no extra gold. But it seems that this is maybe gonna be alright. As the Prometheans are growing up in numbers. And it's probably gonna be helping to Goldmud, at least for the time being. As Baris is right now casting at least the Valor on the left side, but he probably still could be countered there ever so slightly. Okay, so you can basically let him be there, that's no problem for him. There's gonna be another citizen with pickaxe on him and the hunting dogs. Where is some villager for red? He's having no military or the more economical upgrades because he doesn't even have economical guild. That's something that we shouldn't forget. So that, yeah, that's actually part where some Atlanteans kind of slightly fall apart. When they basically go for build order without economical guild, they kind of tend to forget to build it later and get some upgrades even when they have the resources. I have seen that happen multiple times. So that's a bit of a moment, because like the build orders are not all that common. Most often you're gonna be actually having the build order that right now Goldmud went with. So therefore it's gonna be built at the very beginning, so therefore you know about the building, you are reminded about it all the time. So it really helps, as the battle is quite tense, but BarisBrance is gonna be already resigning because he's seeing that he's falling back way too much. And therefore there's gonna be a victory out of a very tough situation. Let's not understate how tough this situation was because of how the map spawned with no gold here. I really wonder if there's a gold here. I'll be checking in reds in just a second. But very well played, and the early advance didn't work out for BarisBrance, and the later one for Goldmud really worked out. And we kind of guessed that slightly from the early fight not being exactly all that efficient and doing all that much of a difference, making rather all that much of a difference. But still, BarisBrance did a good job. Very good maneuver with the hoplites, or the hoplites Murmilos on the back into the Kerobalistae. Almost seemed like that could be turning the battle around. But Goldmud didn't panic, and he came out victorious. And we're gonna be tied and heading into the decider. You can see the difference in the echo. Way too significant. Way too significant. That's 1500, 3,500 resources difference. You can see the civilian units high even. 19 for GoldMud and 10 for Baris. Baris was really playing quite hardcore for it. You can see the military count so much higher, but the units killed so much better, obviously, because the Cairo Ballistae, they definitely did pay off. You can see only research into classical, nothing else for Baris. But, well, this time it wasn't to be working for the red player, even though the number of the units was still quite high. Yeah, well, medium Murmilos, unupgraded Murmilos, of course, with the missing economy, just wouldn't be able to get that. And the introduction of Cairo Ballistae there as well. Okay. GG. And let's quickly check into the recorded games, because I just want to be seen if that was the gold or not, where we have the records. No, there was a gold here. There was a gold mine. It was behind the forest, but it was definitely safer than this one. Yet again, scout properly. And there's the other gold mine here. Yeah, well, especially this one was important to notice for blue, even though it wouldn't be extremely helpful, it would be slightly better.